Peter, I heard that you've got a great new system for your blower. What made you go out and develop this system yourself?
One of the first things was that the power is becoming very expensive here in Australia. It's gone up 70%. It's huge. I think that people sometimes don't realise it's gone up 70%. So our blowers, original blowers, are about 110 watt. So in saying that, it wasn't overly expensive to run, but it was expensive to run. Plus, being 110 watt, they run fairly hot. And what actually happens is, especially here in the Hunter Valley, there's a lot of coal dust, there's a lot of heat here, and what we found was that they were sort of getting quite warm and they didn't have that longevity. So what I did, I hopped on a plane. I took a specification, I went and seen a company. I actually seen Seco. Seco is a Japanese company. They make a very, very good quality air pump. They've been around for over 40 years. And I asked them whether or not they could make me an energy saving blower. They came back to me about 3 weeks later and said that they had a look at the specification that I gave them and that they were going to have a look at it. 3 months later, they'd actually made the blower. Surprisingly enough, it's being distributed all through Europe now, through the UK and through Asia. Now that was 2 years ago. That's how quickly they moved, this Japanese company. And it's very, very good quality. It's the only one in Australia that uses 47 watts of power. That is amazing.
So it's from 110 to 47.
It's about a 58% drop in power consumption. What they do, they run super cool. Super cool. We've actually tested them in a box at 50 degrees, and we've actually turned the back pressure right up on. Now this blower has been running in that box for 17 months under duress. It hasn't failed. In 2 years I haven't sold one spare part for it, which is not very good for business, but it's good for the consumer. This blower here will save the average customer $150 a year.
So, where can I get this blower?
Garden Master is the importer and the distributor. So you can go on our website and we can actually just send one out in courier to you and you can install it yourself. It's not rocket science, it's something that the owner can do themselves. All they do is take the top off the electrical box. They'll see the blower sitting in there, they unplug it, and there's a little clip. They just pull it off the little clip, they lift the old one out, they put the new one in, they push it back onto the rubber, do the clip up, plug it in, turn it on. That's how easy it is.
Now, it is robust, but you've still got to conform with all of your recommendations about what you put into your septic so you don't incur problems. It's robust, but it's not going to actually handle being abused, I guess.
That's correct. What you've got to understand is if it was me buying a brand new blower and you hadn't pumped your system out in 6 or 7 or 8 years, you're just going to cause yourself major dramas, because at the bottom where this aerates, you're going to have a sludge build-up, like a black mud. So what you're doing is you're putting a brand new blower in and you're going to let it blow into black mud. What I would do, I'd pump the system out, put fresh water in it, put this blower in there, you're going to have trouble-free run.
And save yourself some coin.
Exactly. You'll save yourself $150 a year just on power consumption, and this thing is whisper quiet. You can hardly hear it running. It's very, very quiet because it's only 47 watt. It's a beautiful little air blower.
Well, that's fantastic. I think that's going to be a huge help for people out there that are, one, concerned about their power consumption, two, concerned about the noise, and three, have been constantly replacing spare parts in their inferior blowers.
Yes.
So that's a huge tip. Thanks heaps for that, Peter.
And that's not a problem, and we can actually even talk to you over the phone about installation. Not a problem at all.
Wow, that's great.
Yep.
Thank you.
No problems.